Feels like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. Found the coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got the green light as a starter from the Philly organization and took really good steps as the next in line of mobile quarterbacks in the city, following names like Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, and Randall Cunningham. He led the team in all quarterbacks in the NFL in rushing, and he took Philadelphia to the postseason while throwing for over 3,000 yards.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Set, tempo, set, let's go! Go!
They start on the ground here in Sanders. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second down, here's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
Come on. Hey. Trap 60.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 yards on first down.
Good job there getting his tight end because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
70 Ranger.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
19 tight.
But first down, Hurts. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his third season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
18, Pioneer.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his left. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Steps away. And this one too low.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Forced out to his left. This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
Here we go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
What is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And able to work his way down to the 16. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 13-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense is going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Devontae Smith's workload certainly didn't get any lighter going from being a Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama to his first year with the Philadelphia Eagles. 104 targets as a rookie and his 916 yards. They're the most for a Philly wideout since 2015. They go to him there for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
70 Rangers.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's swung out to Mostert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Fine work there on the touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Sanders on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Out to his left.
This one complete down the field to Goddard.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Touchdown!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another jump. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Steps away.
Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here we go.
Hurts will throw.
And that's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Ready, set.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles now
down by 4, 2:15 remaining. They're out of timeouts. Now they will have the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Hurt sets up to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Back to throw.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He's back to throw.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw.
And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
With Gainwell.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw.
That's to his running back, Gainwell.
And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Got got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Tagovailoa.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Getting a hand on that one, Avonte Maddox.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
One final try for Tagovailoa.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So